the show. I'm your host, Suzanne Monk. I did not realize I had pushed the button already and it already started, but that's alright. Welcome to the show. Make sure the stand stays good. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. You guys, we got stuff to talk about tonight. We're going to have some talking. We need some serious grown people talking. Need to have grown. I didn't even curl my hair. Because we need to have a grown conversation. Because some people are freaking out over some bullshit. Yeah, that's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about Wikileaks all day long. We should be talking about Wikileaks and Wikileaks and Wikileaks. That's not what we're talking about. No. We're talking about what the Democrats want us to talk about. We're talking about Donald Trump said something about pussy 15 years ago. Pussygate is bullshit. Thank you. I'm calling it Pussygate from now on. Thank you. Yes. So I'm doing that. That's for you. Yeah, that's what it's called. Pussygate. Because we need to say that over and over. Pussygate. Pussygate. Because it's stupid. Everyone's all upset for no reason. Y'all have your little panties in a bunch. Because, oh my God, newsflash, Donald Trump was a skirt chaser. What? Oh my God. Did anybody but me live through the 90s? Was I the only person who lived through the 90s? Did anybody live through the first part of this, like, a millennium? Any at all? Didn't we all live through this? Y'all didn't go through the grocery store with the Inquirer. We had Donald Trump every day. Divorce. Some sort of scandal. Trump. Trump and women everywhere. You didn't see that. Okay. Well, did you see the parts of the magazine where they were talking about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and how Bill Clinton was raping and sexually assaulting women? Did you hear about that? Did you see that part through the 90s? Just me. You don't remember the several times when Hillary was interviewed and talked about the women who were accusing her husband of rape and said worse things than this, than Trump said? You didn't see that part? Just me. Oh, you too? See, I don't think I was the only one. I don't think I was the only one who saw all that. Hillary Clinton says worse things about women, has said worse things about women, raped victims. Her husband raped. No, he didn't do that. That case was thrown out as a ridiculous lawsuit. You should do your homework. You should do your homework. You know who did get raped? Juanita Broaddrick. She really actually did get raped by Bill Clinton. That actually fucking happened. Not some lie that somebody came up with that got thrown out of court. Okay? Paula Jones already went through the case. They had to settle. They settled. Paula Jones, that's a real case. You should look that up. Hi, Charleston. Hi, Charleston. You should look up the case. You should look it up. You should look up Hillary Clinton. Because you're being fooled. This is the problem. Y'all are being fooled. Every time Hillary comes out with this stuff, it's literally the stuff that Hillary herself has done even worse. Every time. And it's almost a joke. It almost is literally to make you Hillary supporters look stupid. She's trying to make you look stupid. She's literally like, this is Hillary. I can totally get people killed, steal, pay for play, delete my emails, defy the law, endanger national security. I can accuse women of being whores and bimbos just because they accused my husband of rape, which he actually did. I can do all that, but you still will vote for me because I'm going to tell you about some mean things that Donald J. Trump said a decade ago. That's you guys. She's doing that to make you look stupid. And you fall for it. You keep falling for it. Because Trump supporters ain't falling for it. None of the Trump supporters I know aren't falling for it. Here's the other thing. We're also not falling for you doubters. See, people who are like, oh, well, I support Trump, but now I'm all totally paranoid and worried. Where have we been? Where have you been? Where have you been this whole time? They called Trump everything in the book. Everything in the book. Everything in the book. He wrote, see, colored people. He's a racist. He hates Mexicans. On and on. He's in league with the Russians. Now, all of a sudden, the revelation that Donald Trump may have talked lewdly about women. Oh, Trump, it's over. What is wrong with you people? Dude, the Never-Trumpers are the Never-Trumpers, you want to talk about renouncing him? The Never-Trumpers, are you talking about Jason Savage, who didn't barely even support him in the first place? Yeah. Because they don't want to support him. They want to keep their jobs. But you know what? Reince went around and said, if you don't support, you don't get support. Yeah. So they're just looking for an excuse to withdraw their support because they're establishment. They want to make sure they're kissing Harry Reid's ass and Mitch McConnell's ass. They want to make sure their loyalty is known and not to Trump, because Trump is the enemy of the establishment. So, some never-Trumpers are pulling their support. Nobody should feel bad. Nobody should feel bad. That's ridiculous. You feel bad. You feel bad. Why? Because something was said literally 11 years ago. You said you feel bad because a decade ago, Trump had locker room talk with a man, with another man. You feel bad for them. Hillary Clinton's husband raped people, raped them, and she called them bimbos. But you're worried about Trump and Trump's kids and Mike Pence. Stupid. You don't fall for it. I don't know how many of you guys are falling for it. It's so ridiculous. That is what I'm exactly talking about, is the most ridiculous thing. Watch and mark my words. Watch and mark my words. And then I'm going to start blocking people who say this. Watch and mark my words. This issue will actually, in effect, bring out, yeah, I'm starting with you, bye. It will, because they're all trolls. All these it's done people, they're not Trump supporters in the first place. Okay? They're not Trump supporters in the first place. They're liars. They're lying to you. They're Hillary trolls. They're the never Trumpers. They've just been playing, they play along. Okay? Because if this bothered you, after everything we've seen, this is the problem. This bothered you, you were never for Trump in the first place. No. Because you haven't been on the train. Everybody's been on the train. We've seen 10 times worth of this in the media a million times. This wasn't even anything. This just shows that Trump actually has... Did you read it? Let me just point this out. Did you read... I'm going to blame you for not going out to vote. That's who I would blame. Never Trumpers, probably. But I'll just send you away right now because we don't need to see. So... No, I'm not embarrassed of Trump, what Trump said, because I already knew who Trump was. Who was embarrassed? Trump dated women and he was kind of playboyish. Who didn't know that already? Who didn't know that? Who? Everybody who supported Trump already knew that. No, there was Wikileaks. Exactly. So what? He was married, so what? Do you understand? Bill Clinton was banging an intern with a cigar while he was married in the White House. Lied about it. Made his wife lie about it and called the woman names. The young intern who he exploited. His wife is running for president. The woman who assisted him in those sexual assaults is running for president. The woman who lied for him to cover up his rapes is running for president. Got anything else to say? Yeah. Yes. A woman is subject to her own actions. That's why we're blocking you. A woman is subject to her own actions. If you lie and smear rape victims to protect your rapist husband, that's on you. That's on you. So yeah, these people are, oh, it's about Bill. You guys are idiots. And you're just Hillary trolls. Yes. Here's the other thing. We're going to talk about this last thing. We're going to talk about this. One. Yes, Bill Clinton raped at least 2 people. At least 2 people. Paula Jones. Juanita Broderick. Look them up. I don't want you to waste any more time watching my cast while you should be looking up Paula Jones and Juanita Broderick. Look them up. I know you think that, but see, I'm blocking everybody who says that. So we're already done with that. Because I've already ranted too much. We got WikiLeaks to talk about. See, y'all are wasting time. You're letting Hillary waste your time when what you should be talking about is the WikiLeaks that just came out that has evidence supporting that Hillary Clinton, one, armed the rebels that attacked our embassy in Benghazi. 1. 2, the guns armed those rebels. Those rebels went and formed ISIS and then began fighting U.S. soldiers and Assad in Syria, right? And potentially those rebels also engaged in a false sarin gas attack. In fact, the sarin gas attack, as many reported, was not done by Assad, but was done by Syrian rebels to try to make it look like Assad did it, to bring a war to help depose Assad. Just like Hillary Clinton came in and deposed the leader of Libya, the leader of Egypt. Am I missing anything? Yeah, interesting. Hillary Clinton wanted an excuse to come in and depose the leader of Syria, and then that country would go over to the caliphate. Huh. The caliphate that now is in charge of Libya and that whole region. And is now ISIS. Basically ISIS. Oh. So guns Hillary sold went to ISIS, who then used it to attack Assad, and she was aware that there was a false sarin attack by her own armed rebels, but they still decided to attack Assad. That's the Wikileaks. That's why we're talking about Trump said pussy. Because what really came out is Hillary Clinton created ISIS. Not pretend, not metaphorically, really. Yeah. We're little Hillary trolls right now. No, they go. They go. Yeah, they go. Whenever they see the facts like that, they go. So. Now, luckily, the reason I think they came up with this whole Trump locker room situation, Pussygate as we're going to call it, is because their whole, she really did create ISIS, because their whole Trump is courting the hospice patient lie didn't go very well. That went like 2 steps and everyone was like, that was really dumb. No, see, many people have already voted, 1. 2, this is one more thing. It's actually making people more adamant to vote for Trump. 1, because, dude, he's obviously a player, okay? He obviously has... Dude, this is what you don't understand. See, men are... When men are successful, they might be a little lewd. And speaking of women, beautiful women. Mm-hmm. And that's actually a sign that they're successful, that they can get many beautiful women. We consider that a sign of male success in this society. And that just makes Trump look better. It just makes Trump look better to young men. Just makes Trump look better. Exactly. It just makes Trump look better to anyone with some testosterone. And frankly, any woman who has ever like had a lewd word in her life and doesn't have her panties in her ass. To be honest. So, I don't think it's hurt anybody. I mean, it's certainly going to help the pimp vote. Pimps for Trump. That's going to happen now. Because Trump is clearly a pimp. Now, this is what I want to say. If you just listen to the beginning of the story, the whole beginning of the story is Trump talking about he was trying to court this girl, although she was married, and he couldn't get her. He couldn't convince her. So it's kind of a self-defacing story, which actually then humanizes him, which is even going to be funnier. And frankly, what it gives us all an opportunity, and this is why I made this point, that what gives us all an opportunity is to talk about Hillary Clinton and how she is actually more crude, how she is actually worse for women, and how she is actually enabling of rapists. And that's our job. If Hillary, understand what I'm saying, pay attention very closely right now, pay attention. If Hillary Clinton wants to play this game, that Trump is a sexist game, Trump can't take the bait. That's why he's staying home, and Mike's going to go talk to Paul Ryan and in Wisconsin, do the little Wisconsin thing tomorrow. He's going to stay home with Giuliani and work out some sassy lines to come back to this, because Trump is not going to take this bait, okay? But we have to. We have to then make the argument about Bill's infidelities and Hillary's role in enabling them. That's our job on the train. So I suspect all you little whiners, if you're upset about it, get out there and post what Hillary said about women. Post Hillary facts. That's what you should be doing. Fight back. They're attacking your guy. Fight back. So ridiculous. While we're at it, let's talk about Hillary Clinton. And the Hillary Clinton camp using the hurricane one. We all knew about the ad buy. They were trying to use the ad buy. Thank you. Also trying to use the ad buy on the Weather Channel to get to people during the hurricane. And they had to pull that back. Additionally, they have decided to whine and try to get Governor Scott to extend the registration deadline because there was a hurricane. So once again, Hillary Clinton, that is so true. Hillary rally supporters are a drop to Trump's waterfall. So true. Trump has thousands of people. Hillary has maybe a few hundred. Who's voting for her? I don't know. She called them basement dwellers. That was like 3 days ago, too. But, yeah, she did say that. She called them basement dwellers. Desperate baristas. Well, you know, it's not as bad as what she called women. So, and it's not as bad as many of the other things she said. So, but, yeah, she's doing so poorly with millennials as it is. And I really think this whole being upset because Trump said something about pussy, young people don't care. Do you understand? They grew up with songs that go ass, 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 ass. They're not going to be upset because somebody said pussy. Listen to these kids' music. So, yes, no, she has called black people many things. And it's going to go badly for her. It's going to keep going badly because the leaks are going to still come out at her. And the train is immediately on it. The train has already posted, like, this is what I love about you guys. Story comes out. Immediately, the train is posting what Hillary actually said, all of the facts. Everyone's immediately. There's great videos about it now. Everyone ranting about how nobody cares about what Trump said 11 years ago. We're on it immediately. Yeah, this is what else we're on. Let's talk about this for a minute. We're also on the voter fraud before the voter fraud happens. There is raids going on in Indiana right now in the Democratic offices investigating voter fraud. Okay? The Trump campaign, unlike every other Republican campaign in the history of ever, is not sitting back and waiting until the election is stolen from them to start addressing voter fraud. So that's happening. It's going to keep happening. And we're going to continue to do well. Rasmussen has us in a national poll, beating Hillary 44 to 43. National poll. So, now, if you guys want to get some good ideas about where to go to share negative Hillary facts, Florida voted during a hurricane. You see, Florida, this is the thing. Florida, you guys, the hurricane isn't going to stop Florida from voting. You're going to need a bigger hurricane if you're going to stop Florida from voting. They need to like power up that HARP machine or whatever they do. Maine is doing very well in the polls for Trump. And this is the other thing. There's many states that look like they're in the margin of error, but you know what? We're going to find out when we hit election day. They are far more in the Trump category because of the effect in the polls, in the both misallocating parties to the polls, too many Democrats, not enough Republicans, and the reverse Bradley effect. We've had a discussion about this many, many times. So what I was going to say, there's great articles to share. Go to ClintonCain.com. Did you guys hear about this? Donald Trump bought ClintonCain.com, and ClintonCain.com is a website all about how horrible Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine are. Isn't that great? Isn't he genius? Don't you just love some Trump? I don't even know what that means. So, let's do question and answer, and then we'll do rallies right after that. We'll talk about rallies right after that. I did mention Mike's going to be in Wisconsin with Paul Ryan tomorrow. So, if you have any questions, even if they're like horrible Hillary supporting hateful questions, I'll answer them. Does illegals vote a Republican? Liberals would build the wall. Yes, if illegals vote a Republican, liberals will build a wall like a badger on meth. That's so true. I know Trump grabbed some Tic Tacs, ladies, run. Exactly. It's not. It has to have a whole question. So, Bill Brand cigars. See, this is what I'm saying. There's so many facts that we can share with the millennials who didn't get to experience that all in the 90s live. I mean, they're not a big fan of rapists. They threw Bill Cosby under the bus, like the whole generation. Like he's Jello Pop and Fat Albert to us, and this generation's like, no, he's a rapist. So they're not really big rapey fans. You know what I'm saying? The millennials. And Hillary's doing horribly with them. Woody Allen, exactly a keen example of how it did not go good. Bill Clinton has raped 17 women. I would not be surprised. I know there are many, many reports. I know that there are 2 I can prove because there were cases. So, did Ryan cancel for tomorrow? I don't think so. I think Mike Pence is showing up in his stead. That's what it said on Trump's website. The WikiLeaks AMLs are real as far as I can tell. The leaks are, in fact, real. They're going to treat it like real information. Find out. It'll get researched. So, that's not really a question. And that's not really a question. In fact, what I find funny is that what Trump actually was kind of mocking himself, because he had just earlier said he couldn't get this woman. And then he was kind of just making a joke of like, oh, I can do whatever I want because I'm a celebrity. Well, clearly you couldn't because of the earlier story. So, we do need a good meme for that. I do. How can what be allowed? I don't even know what you're saying. No, CNN will not report the WikiLeaks email. It's our job to do that. It's our job to do that. They're very good WikiLeaks. I agree. Very good WikiLeaks. It is our job in alternative media and in the social media world to share that information. All the video proves that maybe Trump may be like Bill, but very mild. Share it to the Trump Talk US page on Facebook. I would gladly see that. So, I check wagon. Any other questions? You guys ready to talk about rallies? You want to talk about rallies? There's so many rallies, you guys. Trump has so many rallies. And I bet we're going to talk about more Hillary Clinton stuff at the rallies. So this is going to be a good week to watch rallies because we're going to have the debate on Sunday. Debate Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. It will be on every channel. Every news channel ever. Yes, that is Jason Shevitz. Jason Shevitz was a never Trumper from almost the beginning. He's a if only Trumper. Do you know these people? They're like, if only Trump would be like exactly how I want him to be, then I would be happier with Trump. Well, that's great, but millions of American voters, in fact, record numbers of American voters, like Trump just the way he is. So we don't care if you elitists want Trump to change to be more like you. We don't want you. We don't want more politicians. That's why we want to send Trump. We don't want you. So why would we want Trump to change into you? So, Shevitz, whatever. He'll come around. He's going to vote for Trump anyways. They're all going to vote for Trump. They don't want Hillary. Definitely not Jason. Jason don't want Hillary. And who cares about their vote? We have millions of us who are going to come out and vote. We don't need the support of the establishment. We don't need the support of the media. We don't need the support of celebrities. Because we're the voters. We need our support. And we need to make sure we share real information about Hillary and get out the vote. You need to drag your friends to the polls. I want everyone to start a voting phone tree. Write down in a piece of paper. Make a list, you guys. I'm not even kidding. This is serious. Make a list. Write down everybody you know who is going to vote for Trump. Write their phone number down. Call them on election day. Make sure everybody you know who will vote Republican went to vote. I'm not even kidding you. We're going to talk about this every time. We're going to talk about phone. I'm writing it down. So we're going to talk about it again. Phone list. This is what you need to do. Make a list of everybody you know who's Republican. Write it down. Call them on election day. Did you vote? Call them early. Don't call them at the end of the day when they don't have time. Call them in the morning. Trump is going to be the next president. I completely agree. James O'Keefe. Well, there's so many ways the black vote is already being lost for Hillary. It's just going to keep getting worse for her. It's just going to keep getting worse. She's a racist. I posted a meme today. In 17 magazine in 1995, Hillary Clinton was asked if she would be upset if Chelsea married a black man. And she said, and I quote, "Yes, I would be devastated if she married a black man, but I would still love her." That's Hillary Clinton quote. We've been talking about that, Ray. You're already not. Well, this is what I said about it. It's Hillary bait. Okay? It's because they don't want to talk about the WikiLeaks and how she's a criminal. And how she literally created ISIS. And how she tolerated a sarin gas attack on children to help support her agenda of deposing dictators in the Middle East. It's two dudes just So, yes, it is just two dudes sitting there talking. And it literally is bullshitting. Because Trump just earlier said how he couldn't get this woman to go with him. Even though he tried to buy furniture and tried to lure her and whatever. So, he's literally talking smack. Good for you. 109 ballots to the courthouse for Trump and a hurricane. Yeah, we're not going to let hurricanes. Hillary's not going to let the hurricane thing. We're not going to let any of this stop us. It's not going to happen. So let's do rallies. When we get done with rallies, we'll do some more question and answer for the people who just chimed in here. We'll catch everybody up on where we're at. Monday, after the debate on Sunday, 9 p.m., Monday, Donald Trump will be in Ambridge, I'm assuming Ambridge, Pennsylvania, 3:30 p.m. and Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania at 7 p.m. On Tuesday, he will be in Panama City, Florida at 7:30 p.m. and at Ocala, Florida at noon, and then Panama City at 7:30. I might have those switched. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Wednesday, he'll be in Lakeland, Florida at 3 p.m. Thursday, he'll be in Cincinnati, Ohio at 7:30 p.m. Friday, he'll be in Charlotte, North Carolina at 7:30 p.m. And Saturday, he will be in Bangor, Maine at 3 p.m. I didn't even have room to write down Mike's rallies. I do know Mike will be with Paul Ryan tomorrow. That is on the Trump website. So, now that we've done that, anybody have any extra questions, any topics we didn't cover? He's not going to drop out. Donald Trump will not drop out, you guys. I mean, it's just so, it's such Hillary fantasy. No. We're not dropping out. We're going to continue in the debates. We're going to keep talking about the facts. We're going to continue to share the facts. The Trump train has continued to be a formidable advertising and promotional force. And on November 8th, we're going to come out en masse and landslide in the polls of probably about a 68-32 victory. Far more than is necessary because we need to ensure the electoral vote, which will in fact happen. And I suspect significantly. I suspect it's going to be a little bit shocking to Hillary people how much of the electoral vote we actually end up with. So, I'm going to wait to figure out which you people we're talking about because that's really what's going to happen. So, no, we actually have more of the Asian vote and the Latino vote and the black vote than any other candidate. And we have record registration on the Republican side. We lead significantly with independents, and we're taking the millennial vote back from the Republicans. So, no, you believe the media. They're ridiculous, false information. In fact, Trump leads with suburban white women. Did you know that? No. Married white women, you didn't know that he leads with that. Well, that's all right. We don't have to have you, okay? You are welcome to vote for whoever you choose. But if you really loved Mexico, you'd want to vote for a candidate who actually is going to support the restoration of Mexico instead of leaving it under a drug cartel control. I mean, I don't know. Why would you support a candidate who wants the drug cartels to continue to control Mexico? So, maybe Hemorrhoid Gate will be next. It could be anything. It could be anything. Yeah, I mean, who supports globalism? Globalism is just sex slavery and, yeah, Hillary pays for polls and she pays for trolls. That's what she does. No, Donald Trump is actually going to win in a landslide. Let's just say, can we, well, next time, we'll see. Well, next time. Well, that's good. That's not even a thing. See, it's okay to throw your vote away. If you're not smart enough to understand the election and the importance, you're welcome to vote third party, write-in, however. I mean, it is what it is. You're welcome to do that. So, but that doesn't mean that the rest of us aren't going to actually make an informed and educated decision and try to choose the candidate who is best suited to lead this country. And that is clearly, of the choices, Donald Trump. So, it's not even a question. Would you like to talk about my Trump reason of the day? Okay, well, that's just weird. Yeah, Milton Berle just voted twice. Well, okay, that's great. But so we don't need to worry about you. We understand where you're at. And we just go from there. I mean, I don't want you to waste your time. if you're here just to talk negative, we're going to talk about Trump, and we're not going to talk negative. So I don't want people, you could be doing better things. I want to help you out. Go help your candidate. I'm helping mine. Go do yours. That's why we get rid of you. Let's do this, you guys. Let's talk about my Trump reason of the day. Yeah, I get it. We get to know them plenty. Trust me, there's all kinds of places to find the trolls, okay? I'm a member of the Hillary Clinton Revolution group on Facebook, which is a Trump group, which we took over from Hillary people. So, you know, there's plenty of opportunity to mess with the trolls. I just don't feel we need to waste our time. And they don't need to waste their time. They can go and actually see, because if they're trying to learn about their enemy, they don't. Then they would, if you're trying to learn about your enemy, you'd shut up and you'd listen at what they're saying. But instead, they don't. They insult and they jab and they try to. So that's not strategy. That's just dumb. So, let's do my Trump reason of the day. No, I did not vote for Obama. No, to be fair, I voted for Gary Johnson this time. I didn't vote for Obama. He's from Chicago, and I know politicians in Chicago. They're corrupt all the way to the eyeballs. So, no, I don't vote for Chicago politicians if I can avoid it. Fact. Trump reason of the day, you guys. My Trump reason of the day. Virility. Yeah. We've had 119 reasons. This is episode 119. So I've had 119 reasons. And after today's whole Pussygate, as we're calling it, I'm supporting Donald Trump because he is clearly a man of some virility, which means he's got some stamina, he's got some balls, he's got the qualities of manhood that make you want to go out and get stuff. He knows he's a winner. He likes beautiful women. He likes to talk about getting sexy with beautiful women. That's a man. Have you met men? Has anybody met a man but me? Anybody? He didn't grope women. He talked about it. You know who did grope women? Bill Clinton. Boom. Bill Clinton raped women. Bill Clinton raped women. Hillary Clinton covered it up and insulted and smeared the women. Donald Trump mentioned you might grab a girl pussy. So ridiculous. That's why we block you guys. That's why I block you guys, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and nobody's buying it. And you're just going to give us all an excuse, as we're going to do, to talk about Hillary Clinton and Bill's behavior. See? Because it doesn't bother anybody that Trump's a man. And that he talks about beautiful women and their regions. Okay? That means you have testosterone in your body. That means your heart's probably going to keep ticking. And you're going to continue to have drive and stamina. Y'all don't watch the testosterone commercials? Most men need to add testosterone. Donald Trump, clearly, he's good. He's got it on his own. So, I get it. We're just done with all of you. We're just done. We're done. We'll make you go. So that's my reason. Donald Trump is a man. He's a manly man of obvious virility and masculinity, and it doesn't bother him to be a man, and we're not. It doesn't bother me either. Does that mean we always need a man to lead us? No. I actually would hope that if we had a woman lead us, she'd have some virility and some masculinity and some toughness to her. I don't want her being too nurturing. I don't want her to go, oh, Russia, it's okay. No, I want her to be like, we're tough, okay? So she's got to be a badass bitch. This woman that is running for office, this woman who's running for office now is a criminal, okay? She's not a badass bitch. She's an evil witch, which is very, very different. So, one is like Batgirl, and the other is like Cruella. I don't want Cruella. I want Trump. So, ready for hotties? Who's still here for hotties? Oh, good. There's plenty of people here for hotties. So, okay, sometimes when we start the video in the front, I didn't realize we had started the video in the front. Sometimes, thank you, the video runs on. There's this crazy man talking about some stuff on my computer screen right now. So we're just gonna, we'll just wait. Yeah. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hey, Dad. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. No, everybody's come back for that. They freeze you right up. They're mad. They're mad because now I'm surprised sometimes it takes that long to find a freezer troll. Like that long? It took that long? I mean, we got through almost the whole episode. We were talking for a while before they found a freezer troll. So here, let's look at some hotties. So, as I was saying, in honor of Pussygate, this girl clearly was my choice today. Clearly is my choice. So, look at this. First of all, look at this look. Look at this. She ain't taking any shit right here. But this is what I love. What does it say? Oh, get in, pussy. We're making America great again. Yeah. Love it. Look at, she's super cute. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Oh, yeah, see, that's a good angle. She's super cute. She's got great eyebrows, great eyelashes. She's got the right look. She has the right look for that shirt. You need a certain look to pull that shirt off. And this girl, she's doing it. So let's just wrap up a few things, you guys. Let's just wrap up a few things because I want to make sure we understand on the same page. 1, in response to Pussygate, your job, this is your job, J-O-B, if you support Trump and you're on the train, exactly. And here's why. Because we are now going to share the hell out of Hillary Clinton's scandals with Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton and his rape scandals, multiple, and Hillary's response to that. That is our job. Trump can't go there. We can and will. Reason number 1. Thing number 1, most important. You must share that information. 2, spread the Wikileaks. We need to start talking about these facts about Hillary. Keep the information going. Get in their faces. Post it in their stupid Hillary threads. Be mean about it. Don't pussy out. October 22nd, sign waving day. Keep that up. Get your friends together. And what I just said, make a phone list of your friends, of all your Republican friends, and make sure that they get out to the polls. Go knock on your neighbor's door. Talk to people. Make sure they're voting. It is our job to if you have to drive people to the polls yourself, make sure that you are getting your people to the polls. No, he doesn't. See, you're an idiot. That's a person who's dumb. People who say, oh, he depends on the poorly educated. Actually, what they found is Donald Trump supporters are much higher educated and more likely to be business owners. What? See, the narratives that the left is pushing are going to keep falling apart. Why? Because we're going to keep falling them apart. We're going to keep crumbling them with our facts. So, share Bill's scandals. It's our responsibility. Trump can't do it. No, I'm happy. I'm happy I'm electing the right guy and I'm not supporting an idiot. Not sad. I'm happy to be voting for Trump. 1, share Bill's rape and sexual misconduct scandals. Very important. 2, share the newly leaked information about Hillary Clinton's criminal warmongering behavior. Blacks are going to vote for Trump now. And I don't think this is hurting him with blacks at all. Yes, share that. Hillary Clinton and her rape case, the rape victim case where she got the rapist off. Share. 3, make your phone tree. Get out the vote. Ask your neighbors. Make sure everybody's voting. Make sure you bring people to polls. Offer to drive old people to the polls. Offer to drive friends to the polls. Show up at their door. Make sure. That's our job. Share the Hillary information. Share more Hillary facts. Get out the vote. So, let's close this puppy up. You can, of course, follow me on Twitter at Trumpetarian. You can email the show, trumptalkus@gmail.com. You can find all of our episodes. I got to catch up on a few episodes because when Periscope freezes up, I got to do 2 segments and then put them together in YouTube, and it takes editing, it takes more time. So I will catch up on the back episodes, but it has most of our back episodes, and I will eventually catch up. www.trumptalk.us. I keep showing everybody this because I love it. Love of America trumps the hate of the left. Yes. And as always, from me and Lil Trumpy, Keep jumping, you guys. Don't fall for the panic of this issue. Do your Trump jobs. Share the facts. Keep trumping. Stay strong, you guys. This is going to be in our favor. All news turns Trump, and we got this. But keep the fight going. We'll see you tomorrow.